Try. Okay. Okay, good. Basically, today we have some introduction. Yeah, let's do it. Sorry. I think it's okay. If you have any questions, please use your mic instead of like it will be really small slides and maybe it's not really good for you to see. So if you have any questions, you can use your mic or you can write in chat, yeah. And then I basically will check the chat time by time and then see what happened. Okay, labor economics, yeah. Basically, this course is quite introduction to the one side of the economics sciences. Yeah, it's called labor economics. Basically, it's dealing with the labor market. Yeah, and during the course, we're trying to understand how the labor market work, combine both theory and different facts, different empirical articles, etc. So labor economics is mostly empirical part of economics. So we are going to learn some specific methods. Yeah, it's econometrics methods that people use in order to understand some labor economics problems. It usually deals with employment and wages, basically. Yeah, two main pillars of this labor market. Yeah, so the material in the course is mostly presented in non-technical way. Of course, we have some really simple models. Yeah, nothing special, like based on the really basic mathematics. Yeah, we discussed some empirical studies, yeah, during our empirical seminars. Yeah, and we have like 2 seminars based on the empirical methods that you can use basically not only in labor economics, but in other studies too. Yeah, I show you how to do it in Stata. Yeah, because I work in Stata, but don't worry, if you work in R, for instance, basically the name of the command is almost the same, and this is really basic commands, yeah, and you can download the package for R2, and if you want to do this, yeah, by yourself, you can do it in R2. So, okay, like few words about these methods. I know that some of you maybe are going to use some probit and logit model, yes, like logistic models. We discuss a bit the main sense of logistic models and how to interpret this, why we need this, because we also will discuss specific methods that allows you to deal with a self-selection problem. You know that self-selection problem cannot only be in labor economics, but it also deals with other studies. Yeah, it's usually, you may usually have this problem when you have sample selection bias. Yeah, it's called Heckman correction. And for this Heckman correction, you need to know the basic stuff about probit and logit. It's nothing basically complicated, don't worry. Yeah, even if you understand how to do it in Stata when I show you, you need to understand the main idea of the methods. Because when you need it, you may use it, yeah. And for this again, yeah, you need to understand the essence of this methods. And then we learn with you really specific methods for, yeah, for labor economics. It's called Aksaka-Blinder decomposition, and basically this method allows to understand the main reasons of the difference, for instance, wage difference, employment difference, and can be whatever difference you want. Unfortunately, we do not have time for the other really specific methods for labor economics. Maybe you read it about this. It's called difference in difference. Yeah, the Nobel Prize winners for economics use these methods for their quasi-experiments. If you really want to know about this, please write me and I send you articles. Yeah, but those of you who will be in panel data course, are some of you going to go to this panel data course? Please write in chat. Okay, if you panel data course, yeah, I think it's like in the search model. No, think it's the fourth model. Basically, I don't remember. It's after the new year. Yeah, and we will learn together. Yeah, Professor Muravyev gives you lectures. I will be with you in seminars. Like, we will learn this difference and difference. If you are not going to go to this panel data course, yeah, just don't worry. Like, difference and difference, I just send you articles. Okay. Basically, this really small course outline. Yeah, we discuss the labor market and employment structure. It's kind of introduction, it's nothing complex. Then we learn about labor supply and slated demand. It's basically basic equilibrium models that you probably have heard from the microeconomics course. If you have no microeconomics course, for instance, yeah, or if you do not remember anything from this, don't worry, yeah, this is basically basic models. Then the most interesting part is human capital models, because it's dealing with education, with the wage, etc. Then we speak about wage inequality and labor market discrimination. And then about labor mobility and labor economic policy if we have time. Basically, there will be seminars devoted to introduction to Stata. I'm planning for 4 seminars if we have time, but I'm not sure because I'm planning like the next, then we beginning with this like econometric stuff, yeah, like with the basic probit models on the next week, but I'm not sure whether we have our lecture and seminars on the next weeks, because probably you have heard from the news that we have this like lockdown week, yeah, from the, I think, like it's till the 7th of November, yeah, from the 3rd of October to the 7th of November. And I'm not sure whether we have these online seminars and lecture, because your program office said that probably we need to shift our seminars. Yeah, but don't worry, maybe it's like this econometric seminars begin not in the next week, but like in the week after. So like we have the beginning of this in the next week. Yeah, because basically this basic probit model does not deal specifically with the content of the course. It's just an instrument, yeah, then that you need to use to analyze the information that you learn and the problem that you learn during the course. Yeah, and then we continue the other. Yeah, basically the purpose of this is to provide experience of analyzing empirical data. Yeah, you definitely have some econometric background from your course, or like if you are not from economics program, you have like quantity methods, something like that, and so it's more advanced, like more advanced methods. Okay, basically after this course, you should understand the story, like the way how the labor market works. Yeah, it's like we discuss topic and main problems. We discuss of principle of labor market operating. Yeah, we discuss direction of Russia and other countries' labor market development. We discuss some micro and macro analysis topics. Yeah, and we discuss some social statistic data of labor market that you can use for basically for your diploma, for your thesis, bachelor thesis, if you want to go to these directions. Yeah, and you should also be able to understand like specific econometrics methods and how to use it in your applied labor economic research. Yeah, Kirill said at least 2 groups. Yeah, for those who do not please could you write if is it okay if I just show slide like in this way? Can you see it? Because in this way I can see the chat and can react to your comments and questions immediately.
You can share only your presentation in Teams.
Okay.
Then, yeah, you can see the chart and we can see only the presentation.
Basically, I tried, but and I don't know what happened with my Teams, and Teams does not give me these opportunities. Maybe like this one, maybe this one. Okay, let's try on this one. Is it? I think it's not so good. Just sorry for this.
Actually, it was fine just to see your screen with the messages from the chat.
Is it okay? Is it better now?
Yes, it is. Also, you can open your presentation full screen, and we'll see it better. Or
Yeah, but anyway, unfortunately, I cannot see the chat. So, like, let's do it in this way.
May you hide the left sidebar with slides, and we will see slides larger.
Okay. Sorry.
In PowerPoint.
Yeah, I get it. Maybe let's do it in this way. I just like show slideshow, and then I check time by time, basically the chat, because in this way you can see normally the slides, or you can use your mic. Is it okay for you?
yes, it is. I hope so.
Maybe it's not so comfortable. Okay, let's do it in this way. Okay, examples. Yeah, different examples like topics that studied in the labor economics. Yeah, what is the impact of the immigration? Yeah, why we have wage inequality? Yeah, what is the consequence of combining studies and work? Yeah, whether we have male wage premium. Do we have wage gap, and what is the main reason for the wage gap? Why is the employment rate rather low in Russia? Yeah, etc. Basically, of course, yeah, labor economics based on the empirical logics, but we have really basic textbooks. Yeah, you can see the name of these textbooks.
We cannot see.
You cannot see. Can you see my presentation?
We see the fourth slide.
Come on. Let's do. I
now,
said you
now,
that.
now all is okay.
Yes.
Okay. Can you see in this way?
Yes.
Okay. Can I do in this way? Is it okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Thanks. I saw that like Zoom is more convenient, but unfortunately HSC say, sorry, we do not have money for Zoom. Yeah, if you don't like this, go to the program office, because the program office say like, we don't care. But maybe you have your student council, yeah, and sometimes they listen to the student council, yeah, and maybe like one other strange stuff from your program office, maybe you notice that we have really strange schedule, because for one group we have seminars before the lectures. It's not because I want it. I tried to solve this problem with your program office, but your program office said we don't care. So if you really feel uncomfortable with the schedules, maybe it's better for you basically to write a complaint to them, because like unfortunately we cannot do nothing. Yeah, they say we have our schedules, we cannot change basically seminars and lectures. Yeah, because like we have our strange logic. I don't know how you deal with your program office. When I deal with them, it's like a hell basically. They are not so efficient. Maybe for you it's better, I hope. So sorry for small interaction, but it's kind of really strange structure. Okay. Additional readings, yeah. Try. I don't know what is better. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it slideshow. Can you see the screens? It should be slide with additional readings.
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, some additional readings. It doesn't mean that like it's all additional readings. It just main textbooks or main like books from the course. Of course, all newest and on latest information. It's basically based on the articles. Yeah, but if you want like normal textbook, this is a list of the normal textbooks. Yeah, basically additional textbooks is called Handbook of Labor Economics. Maybe you have heard about this already. It's basically the book that contains basic articles about different topics. We have, for instance, Handbook of Microeconomics, Macroeconomics is really basic empirical articles about basic topics from different part of economic studies. If you feel uncomfortable, read textbook in English. Yeah, maybe if it's challenging for you, we have textbook in Russian. Yeah, you can see the name of this. Basically, it's the same basic information compared to the English language book. So if you want, you can stick with the Russian version. Yeah, it's like the same basic theory. Maybe it's like have other basic topic that do not cover English textbooks, for instance, labor unions in Russia. But the main context is the same, basically. Okay, useful resource where to check and where to get labor economics articles. Yeah, you can see the links. It's usually paper in labor economics. Yeah, it can be walk-in paper.
I'm very sorry, we don't see the links.
Come on, what happened? I'm sorry.
We see, now we see.
Maybe it's not better to start slideshow, because in slideshow something happened, basically. Okay, let's stick in this version. We also need a link to... Regina, what do you mean? Okay, maybe it's your close conversation. Okay, probably you have your group on Contact, but it's your personal matters, basically. Okay, some resources. Basically, it's walk-in papers, yeah, but definitely about labor economics. And of course, you can find different articles about labor economics topic in different economic journal. Okay, maybe the most sensitive part of you, yeah, about what is about the grading of the course. Yeah, there are three main part of the grades. Yeah, basically cancel the homework about econometrics because I understand that you may have, because we do not have a offline course, yeah, we do not have homework based on this econometric stuff. We still learn it, yeah, we still discuss it, but we do not have it because we have people from different background, yeah, and then because basically sometimes you probably, those of you who are from economics, you probably feel how it's was difficult last year when we have with you this basic statistics course, yeah, with the start NR and with this distance stuff and with your homework. You write me that it's was a kind of struggle for you. So like, let's discuss econometrics, but do not have it as grading. Yeah, okay. But if you have any questions, you can write me. Maybe like you have similar problems in your term paper, yeah, that you need, and then we can discuss during our econometric seminars some specific methods that basically related to your term paper, even if not about labor economics. Okay, we have debates. Yeah, I like in few minutes I explain the rules for these debates. Yeah, debates will be in groups. Then we have 5 quizzes. Yeah, it will be really small, like 10-15 minutes test in LMS. Yeah, it's like about topics that we learned during the lecture and during the seminars. I mean, seminars, it's like econometrics, but not, it doesn't mean that like, please write the, I don't know, formulas for this. Yeah, it can be questions about, you have these problems, what methods you should use in order to solve this problem, something like that. Yeah, I'm not sure, but it may be. Yeah, it's nothing like really, it's not the same like that you have econometrics with, I don't know, Pokrovsky, for instance. Yeah, it's like empirical econometrics. I do not ask you to derive, I don't know, like OLS estimate or something like that. No, like about empirical questions. So like small online quizzes. Of course, quizzes will be individual. And because we have distance learning, I feel your pain about proctoring. Yeah, probably you already had the exam with the proctoring. I think you have this not really nice experience, and you know that proctoring sometimes does not work. Yeah, and really hard to have exam with the proctoring. Because of this, we do not have written exam like real exam. Yeah, like lectures, and then you have different, like based on this lecture, you have different questions. You have like 1 hour and a half, and you written. No, instead of like written exam, we have a final group project. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it's final group project. You have plenty of time to do this. Yeah, so like you have months to do this. Yeah, it will be the group project. I discuss the main content of this project later. Yeah, and you have like your group, you have months to do this project, and then you just need to submit the written papers, the projects, like no presentation. Daria, I will discuss it later. Don't worry. Like you know everything. Yeah, about the group and about different stuff. Okay. Then, so this project will be 50%. Then 25% for the debate. Yeah, sorry.
And so as for project, you have mentioned that there will be no presentation or what, or I messed it up?
Yeah, no presentation. You just basically send me the written piece of paper with the main parts of this project.
So just a report.
Just
right?
report. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, so like we have kind of presentation because you have these debates. I think you understand the main idea of the debates. Yeah, this is like part when you presenting. Yeah, this is a part when you speak. Yeah, and like final project, just written report. I basically I will tell about this in details later. Don't worry. Okay. You see the percentage of each part of your grades basically in the slides. Yeah, then only the total grade is rounded. Yeah, the rounded of numbers arithmeticals. You can see the example. So the minimum pass level for the course will be like 3.5. Yeah. Then because of distance learning, I really I try to understand how you feel, because I feel not so really good in this distance learning too. It's kind of struggle for you and for me too. And because of that, we have no so-called block grade. So like no minimum passing level in the final project. Probably for other courses you have this, you understand. I'm sure that you understand the concept of this minimum passing level, yeah, блокирующая оценка in Russian. No, we do not have this in this course. Yeah, so there is no minimum passing level in the final project, but you must submit it. Yeah, you must submit something. So if you do not submit the final project, then you will not receive a grade for the course. So even if like based on the debates and the test, you have the minimum passing level, nevertheless, you need to submit the final project in order to get grade. I hope it's clear. Okay, what about debates? Yeah, you definitely understand the main concept of debates. So we have two groups for one topic. So one group is like pros, yeah, or like yes group. You defend the position, like, or you speak about the advantages of this or that topic, yeah. Then other group is contra, or like no side, or you speak about disadvantages of the group. Yeah, terms and site will be randomly distributed. Why? Because like I will show you the topics a bit late. Yeah. Why? Because I understand that all of you may have different positions. Yeah, and maybe all of you have the same position for some topic or for some issue. Yeah, and because of that, topics will be randomly distributed in order to do not have situation when people like can choose, yeah, like choose a position that they really believe, another because they like do not have time, or like they go to this distribution table for the topics a bit later, then they have not so like then they have topic they do not coincide with this with their position. Yeah, so like with a random basically mechanism, I distribute the topics. So we have basically we have 3 study groups, as you know, yeah, and we have 3 seminars in one day. So it means that for each seminar, we have one topic that assigned randomly in 2 groups for these topics. So basically we have like 3 debates in one day, like 1 debate for the seminar. Unedited, but and here's okay, just this moment. Okay, just edit. Okay, thanks. It should be Andrei and Polina. Good. Okay, then again with the seminars.
Excuse me.
So it means, yeah, sorry.
And how to understand in what study group am I? So I just need to look to my timetable. What? So how are we distributed among study groups by the time of our seminars?
Okay. Okay, let's do it in this way. I just show you. I think this is why I don't like your program office, basically. I just show you. Oh, sorry for that. Just again. What has happened? Basically, yeah, I show you the. I think it's like here. Yeah, look.
We can only still see your presentation.
I just need to. Okay, can you see my screen now?
Yes, we can.
Okay, good. Look, like the third group, I think it means the third. Yeah, have seminars from 9:30 till 10:50. I think it's like this lecture. The first group have seminar from 1 p.m. The third group have seminar from like 40 minutes past 2. It's like first group, second, and the third. Probably like you do not have any numbers for you, yeah? Then you can understand in what group you are based on the schedule. Is it more clear now?
Yes, okay. Thank you.
Yeah, maybe it's kind of stupid, but yeah, this is how it works. Okay, like you understand that you have 3 groups, yeah, because you have 3 different slots for the seminar. Okay, Daria, About timing, I will tell you about it later. So it means, okay, we have 3 groups, yeah? Like 3 different times for your seminars. So like 8 teams, no more than 8 teams must be formed in each study group. Program, okay, just a moment. I need to add additional people. Okay, Daniel, done. Program office assure me that like all of you cannot, for instance, participate in seminar of other groups based on schedule. Yeah, because of this, I think that groups should be formed inside like your study group that we stick with the schedule. But if you feel that you have time to be with the people in other group, is okay. I mean, okay, we have 3 time slots. It's mean based on these time slots, no more than 8 teams must be formed in each group. Yeah, but if you want, you can be in group with people, how to say, from the other study group. Yeah, but basically from people from the seminar from the other time. Yeah, maybe maybe it's maybe like I hope you understand. Yeah, maybe I'm not so good in this explanation, but I hope you understand the idea. Yeah, if you want and if you can participate the seminar for other time in the date of the debate, you can be in group with other people. Yeah, you can decide who will be in your group and the number of people with it. So groups should be from 3 to 5 people. Yeah, but it should be strictly even number. You know, like even it's mean divided by 2. So because we have debates, yeah. So it should be like 6, for instance, 8 teams. If you decided to form group like with 5 people, it can be 4 groups. Yeah, but it should be even number, like 4, 6, or 8. Yeah, in each group. Okay. Then, if some person cannot find groups, then it means that I can randomly add this person to your group in case somebody could not find a team. Sometimes it happened. Yeah. Then, topics. We have basically 4 dates for our debates. It starts from the November. Yeah, the 8th of November, 15th, then 2 days for the December. This is the topics. Basically, the problem is, again, yeah, that I try to stick topics with the theme on the lectures that we are going to study. So if we study, for instance, labor supply and land demand, yeah, I try to relate the topics like of the debates to the stuff. But again, you have really strange schedule. One group, unfortunately, have seminar before lectures. It's not because of me. Yeah. Please write a complaint to your program office about this. I'm not happy with that. And because of this, maybe like one groups have debate before the lectures. But don't worry, like it would be not so big problem. Okay, you can see the topics. Yeah, so like topics basically in case you form 8 groups in each study group. Yeah, like 3 topics for one day. Like we have 3 seminars again, yeah, and we have like 1 topic for each seminar for the debate. So this is really the suitable topics. So, okay, example, yeah. Was it necessary to raise the retirement age? So if you will be in pro group, you need to find arguments, yeah, in supporting this position. You need to say, yes, we need to raise the retirement age. If you will be in const group, yeah, contra group, you need to define the position, no, the rise of the retirement age is bad. Yeah, so I discuss a bit later. Yeah, so about the dates. Yeah, you need to form your groups no later than 27th of December. So again, each study group should have even number of group for the debates. October 28th, I randomly assign debate topics. So like day after you form the group, I randomly assigned the debate topics in order for you to know in what date are you going to debate, and if you have, for instance, the first slot, yeah, the 8th of November, you have at least like 1 week to prepare. So what is about preparation? The basic list of literature, so the name of the articles that can help, or like maybe it's not the articles or working like articles, working paper, different analytics essay. Yeah, it's usually from OECD or World Bank, something like that. Yeah, will be provided. I will provide the basic articles that can help you for preparing for the debate. Yeah, to find your arguments. Yeah, and basically these articles may contain the pro arguments and the counter arguments, because in order to participate in debate you need to understand the arguments of the opposite comments. Yeah, I think at least one time in your life you watch the debates on the TV, for instance. Yeah, it's something like that. You need to defend your position. Of course, yeah, you need to find any other relevant literature that can support your position. Yeah, it can be news. It can be real cases. Yeah, I talk about the argument a bit later. Okay, I hope the date is clear. Yeah. Then debates again. Yeah, 2 teams involved. One is pro position, one is cons position, like yes or no side. Then how these debates, basic scenario of the debates, yeah. First, each team gives a 5-minute speech to validate their side of the topic. So like the members of pros team speak first. So first speak people who for this position. For instance, in the case of retirement age, people said we need to rise the retirement age because yeah, like small speech to introduce other students, yeah, your colleagues to your position. Then we have 5-minute speech for the cons comment. Yeah, and the cons comment in this 5-minute speech, you may react to the main arguments of the 4 comments. For instance, say we need to retire match because. You say no, we need like retirement rise of retirement wage was the bad idea because we have that problem. Then both sides present their speech in turn after that. Yeah, so like introduction 5-minute speech, and then like pro side react to the speech of the opposite comment, like counter side react to the speech of the opposite comment, like rounds. Yeah, they say no, you're not right because yeah, then you say no, your argument is not fully that one because we may say that. Or you can go in this way and say yes, yeah, we may agree with the opposite comments, but think about this side of the problem. Yeah, after first 6 speeches, so like 1 introduction speeches and 5 small speeches when you try to oppose the argument of other teams, both sides have to present a closed speech of the 6 minutes. So like you have 6 possible speech to prove that your side is right. Yeah, and then you need to conclude your position. Basically it's look like that. Maybe it's more it's more understandable in this way. So look, 4 comments begin, first 5 minutes speech, then your arguments of from the against comment, then you have like again comments, then like 5-minute speech to react, Yeah, so like they start, then you react, then for comments react, then against comment react, yeah, then again like for comments react and against, like first 6 speeches, like 3 for each comment. And then in the end, we have 6 minutes final speech of the 4 comments when you conclude your position. Yeah, you say like, I hear the arguments of the opposite comment. Yeah, and we may say that they're not right because and we are right because like something like that. Then after that, we have like 10 to 15 minutes, yeah, because we have whole seminar for questions from the auditorium. So your colleagues, yeah, other students who do not participate in debate, basically can ask some questions about different sides of the problems. So again, yeah, first we have speeches from the comment, and then we have questions from the auditorium. Or it may be no questions, for instance. Yeah, it depends. So we have time for questions from your colleague if they want, yeah, to ask something about your position. So it's like small structure of the speech. Of course, it should be introduction to your position, like 2-3 main arguments. Yeah, for the arguments, you can use case studies from real life. You can use, for instance, results of different research that support your position. Yeah. So the opposite comments, like against comments, the main goals, yeah, to refute the arguments of the 4 comments. Yeah, to say why they are wrong. Yeah, you can again use arguments from article, research, real life. And what is more crucial, arguments can be from really different areas. Of course, it's economics. Yeah, of course, it's labor market. But labor market is not like isolate part of the society. Yeah. When we speak about labor market, of course, we can speak about like whole society, like, for instance, criminal situation. We can speak about cultural part of this. Basically, because we live in society, yeah, society is complex structure that have links, yeah, like labor market have links with like cultural part of like and different part of the society. So like use arguments from whole spectrum of life. Okay, yeah, like structures arguments. I'm sure that it's like repetition of what you learned during your, how to say in Russia, like research seminars, like NIS. Yeah, of course you speak about how to build your arguments, like small repetition. Yeah, arguments basically have 4 main parts, like assertion, explanation, proof, and conclusion. Yeah, the example, assertion, alcohol cannot be prohibited. It's your like statement, yeah? We cannot prohibit alcohol, yeah? Why? Explanation. Black market develops when alcohol is prohibited and it's bad. Yeah, proof. Like the case study. In our case, it's from real life, like Gorbachev anti-alcohol campaign as an example. Or it can be proof from articles. Or it can be proof from any analytical papers. Yeah, it depends. Then conclusion. Banning alcohol will do more harm than good. Why? Because we have our explanation, because we have, in this case, we have black market, and then we have proof that we will really have black market if alcohol be prohibited. In our case, is Gorbachev anti-alcohol campaign. Yeah, I mean, it's just small. It can be the same for your position on the debates. Okay, then what about grading? Other students who do not participate in the debate vote for the winning teams. Yeah, then please do not vote based on your position. I believe that some of you can be, for instance, against the rise of the retirement age. But during the debate, you need to listen what your colleagues said during, yeah, and vote for the comment who was more precise in their arguments, who can really deal with the arguments of their opposite comments. So you vote not for the position, yeah, you vote for the comments who basically was more like monumental, yeah, in defending of their position. Okay, then the winning team get 5 bonus points. Yeah, you can see. Then the grading policy for the debate. 60% of my grade, my decision, and 40% of your colleagues' grade. It means that people who do not participate in the debate should decide about the grades of the members of the team. Then all members of the same groups cannot receive the same grade. The exception is made for 6 and below. It means that you need to rank the people who participate in each group in the debates, yeah, and decide who get no higher than 10, then no higher than 8, no higher than 7, no higher than 6. For instance, you think that all people in the group was not so defending in their position. So in this case, all people can get 6, but not all people in the group can get 7. Again, yeah, people cannot get the same grade, but the exception is more for 6 and below. I hope it's understandable. Yeah, this is the example. Yeah, then I basically, it's a small table in the Word document. Yeah, and you need to fill this table. Yeah, I distribute the table with the name of the member of like 4 comments and against, and then other people who do not participate in debate should grade their colleagues. Okay, and 60 was my grade in the same manner. For you to understand how it looks like, for instance, like your colleagues send me your forms. Yeah, they have, like, we have, for example, of 3 group member in the team. Yeah, and you colleagues decide in this way, I decided in that way. So like basically just a mean, yeah, that is 40% from your colleague and my decision is 60%. So like in our example, first person get this grade, the second this grade, and the third and this grade. I think I tried to explain it in real details for no confusion further. Yeah, you have this presentation in LMS. I hope it's understandable. Yeah, then the final project. Okay, the final project, I talk about the grading of the final project a bit later. So now we have like test will be individual. All of you have some grades for the test. Then debates will be somehow individual. So like you present in comment, like win in comment, get bonus. But then people need to decide who was the best. Yeah, who was the second best, who was the third best, and etc. Okay, final project. It's like group 3-4 people usually, but it can be up to 5 people. Yeah, it can be the same as for debate team, or you can decide it for different tips. But if you decided to change the team, please write me about that. Then you will have list of the topics that related to our course. If you do not like any topic from the list, you may choose any different topic that you want, but it should somehow be related to labor economics. Then you need to find at least 5. Yeah, it can be more, but at least 5 related empirical articles for different countries that deal with this topic. And one of them should be about Russian labor market, but if available. Yeah, the grade for the project will be the same for each member of the group. So you have 1 grade for your basically paper. Yeah, and it's the same grade for people. But if you think that some member of your team do not work during preparation of this final project, You can vote inside your group and decided that someone deserves a low grade. It's like it is an option, yeah, for punishing a free rider. If you decided that in your group you have this free rider, if the majority of you, for instance, you have a group of 3 people and 2 of them decided that other people do not work, yeah, you can write me with your arguments why 1 people in your group, yeah, deserve a low grade. And then, like based on your arguments, it can be deduction of the point from this free rider member of your group. Okay, but it's based of you. It's up to you. Yeah, like I will not deduct any points from any member of the groups. Like all member of the group get the same grade for the paper. But if you decided to punish free rider, then you can write me with arguments. I hope it's clear. Okay, structure of the project. First, it should be a theoretical background of the selected program. Basically, you can use and you should basically use the materials of our lectures. In the lecture, we discuss theoretical background, and you can use different models based on the lectures. Yeah, and like if you decided that your topic can be explained by these theoretical models, in this part you just explain, yeah, these theoretical models that we learned during the lectures. Yeah, during the lecture, basically, I always write in what part of the textbooks you can find more information about this theory. For instance, like chapter 1, chapter 2 of this textbook, of that textbooks. So during the final project, I download the PDF version of Facebook and LMS. Yeah, like during the preparation of the project, you can use these textbooks in order to get the really brief explanation of the theory. Then data and methodology. You need to write or explain what data and methods are used for analyzing this problem. Then you need to summarize main finding of the used article. Then it should be part with your analytics and your opinion about the problem. You need to write, are the results really different for different countries, and why? Why do you think the results are different? Then if you cannot find article on Russian data, then you need to assume how the situation could be in Russia. Yeah, for instance, you find an article about European country and you think, okay, I think the situation in Russia is that or that because of that and that. If you can find an article on Russian data, you need to assume how the situation could be in Russia in 2020, 2021, when we have this pandemic and coronavirus. So you need to decide how this strange situation, yeah, dealing with the distant learning, distance work, may corrupt, may change the labor market situation in Russia. A bit later, I provide the example of this so-called meta-analysis article. Yeah, I provide the example how you can present the results of different articles in nice way. Yeah, it's usually comparison tables. Yeah, when you put all the main results. Yeah, because it's like more structures. Okay, don't worry. I provide the example how this type of articles may look like. Okay, about the dating of the structures course. Okay, presentation during seminars, I mean debates, yeah, your presentation of your ideas. At the same date as you can see, yeah, econometric seminars will be in the middle, and then we start. Why I do not write the date for the 1st of November here, because I don't know whether you have lecture and seminars on the 1st of November. Maybe, do you have any information? Do you have your classes during this week? During the next week? Like from the from the end of October till the 7th of December. Do you have any information from your program office? Any no, yes, like
we still have the classes, but I think that they're going to fix it because we have offline classes. Although we were told that all the learning process will be distant.
Yeah, you're right. But the problem is what? Probably you have heard our, let's say, president. And it will be like 1 week holiday week.
Yeah, I know. I mean, there are still classes that week, but they are offline as well as online. So I think that they're going to fix it.
Yeah, probably.
According to the email from the corporate email, they said that there will be no lectures and seminars during this week, just the self-working.
And
Okay,
I have
then
sent the screen to the
yeah,
chat.
thank you. Yeah, thank you very much. No, I mean, just like I know it's the same information from program office, but you know, yeah, they may change their mind. I don't know. So like it means that we have, I don't know when, like other third seminars for econometrics. Yeah, maybe it will be before like 22 of November, maybe it will be after, but nevertheless we have like 3 seminars for discussing this econometrics stuff. Basically, yeah, we can change the topics. I'm planning to discuss with you logistic regression, Heckman corrections. It's a really useful method to deal with the self-selection problem, and Aksaka blinder decomposition. We can basically, for instance, instead of Aksaka blinder, we can discuss difference and difference. I mean, it's up to you. Or yeah, because maybe you need some specific methods in your term paper. Yeah, and this methods is specific to labor economics too. And maybe we can discuss these methods during seminars. So like, why I say this, do you have any, maybe any specific methods in your mind? Do you have any suggestions? Because I want that these seminars and econometrics will be useful for you. Yeah, and not only for labor economics, but for your future life too. So what do you prefer, basically? Like, is it okay, like, probit, logistic regression, because it's the basic of this Heckman correction methods, and then we stick with Aksaka blinder, or we change Aksaka blinder on the difference in difference methods? If you don't know Aksaka blinder and difference, so just relax. But what I can say is the difference in difference will be studied during this panel data course. Aksaka blinder not, because it's really, really specific to labor economics. Difference in difference is, but it's specific too. Aksaka blinder you can use not only in labor economics, but it's kind of dealing with the wage gap, employment gap, and something like that. So any specific preference you can write in chat. If no, let's stick basically with the plan. Everybody agree, then I think no preference. Then everybody agree with the probit, Heckman correction, and Aksaka blinder decomposition.
We totally trust your plan.
No, not mean trust. I mean, I don't know. Like, you definitely have to basically write term paper in the end of your year, yeah? And maybe you already know the topic of your paper, probably. And maybe you already know the methods that you are going to use. So because of this, I ask you, maybe you are going to use some really specific methods that you need to, but if you don't know anything, then skip with the logistic. Okay, so final project. Yeah, you will receive topics and should choose topic for your group. So for final project, I decided that you choose your topic voluntary, because of course it's more efficient that you choose topics that you are really interested in. If you don't like any topics in my list, you can choose topics whatever you want. Yeah, but about labor economics. But please write me that we do not want like these topics from the list. We want to do some study like about this. Yeah, because I just told you whether we have enough empirical articles about these topics, because some issue it's really specific, and maybe you have problems to find articles for your final project, or if you choose topics by yourself, maybe I can advise you some articles. I can advise you some basic articles. And basically all these of the topics I will give you basically list of the articles that can be relevant for your final project. Of course, you may not use these articles. Just a suggestions. Maybe you can find some other empirical paper that is more like thrilling for you. In this case it's okay, but the rules, no less than 5 articles. Okay, then in the middle of November you choose the topics. You have the list of the topics and you choose it. Then deadline for submission for this final project, it will be 19th of December, so the last week of your model. So during the session I check your paper, and in the end of the session week, like exam week, let's call that exam week, you will get your grade for the course. So you do not have again any exam in this exam week. You work for your project for months approximately. Then send me a paper version, no presentation, just paper version. So please write everything you want in this paper, like I say. And then I grade this paper, and then you get your grade in the end of the exam week. Okay, any questions about grading, about structure of the course, about how different parts of the course will be graded? Okay, I hope I try to...
Excuse me.
Yeah.
There are several questions from me. So first of them, you have mentioned that we can include some students from other groups. So and to form a team. So okay, but we should stick to not more than 8 teams in each group, and the even number of them in each group, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And about the report, let's call it a report. So are there any preferences due to the format of the report? Should it be like a LaTeX PDF, or it could be just Word file?
Okay, I prepare the file, but no preference. It should be text. Any text format, like normally looking. It can be LaTeX, it can be PDF, it can be Word, it can be like notes, in notes in Mac, whatever you want. But it should be like text, with some tables, with some source of view, like normally formatted. So we do not have any specific format like for your term paper. But please, it should be one format for each document. So if you decided, I don't know, 14 font, please, it should be 14 font for all parts of the documents. I mean, it should be normally looking. What do I mean? It should be like one style of your references. It should be one style for the text, like one style documents. Yeah, one font, one style for the reference, and etc.
Okay, thank you.
Can I ask a question about the grades for debates? You said that all people from the group will have different grades. Like, so I think is it fair? So if in one group there are 3 people, so someone can get the minimum. I think not minimum, but if all present good, or the presentation of all people from group is good, and someone still have 6 or 7, and in small groups people can get higher, I think, higher grades.
Okay. Basically, I mean, I understand your point, but basically, nevertheless, in some groups, some are bad. Let's do it in this way. Okay, I get your points. Let's do it. The later grade is 7. So, okay, like we do not change the manner of how it's grading, but instead of 6, okay, I basically go for you, and let's give the exception for 7. So,
thank you.
I mean, yeah, I understand, but the problem is that in the group cannot be really equality. Yeah, some of you will be a little bit best, because grading is not about, you know, universal stuff. It's about, like, say, people that in this case, only in this case, you will be a little bit better than other. Yeah, you can be, everybody can be good, no matter, you are good. Yeah, because grades is not about you. Yeah, grades in that, like, in this situation, you will be a little bit better than other. That's all. It doesn't mean that other is bad. It doesn't mean that everybody is good. Yeah, but one person is, like, a bit better. Yeah, okay. Let's, like, in small groups, let's do it in this way. I check. Okay, exceptions made for 7, for instance. Yeah, so, like, the first person no higher than 10, the second one no higher than 8, like the third person and subsequent no higher than 7. So, and then you can decide, like, if people with a 3 group, someone gets 10 or 9, some get 8, and someone gets 7. But about the equality, I think about this. In this case, I decided this final project will be 1 grade further. So for debates, we have this grading situation, ranking situation, yeah. Let's do it for 7, for instance. I understand your, yeah. But for final project, it will be the same grade. So for final project, you have full equality. Yeah, and because of that, you can form group whatever you want. Yeah, and everybody gets the same grade. In exception, if you decided that someone should be punished. Okay. Any other questions?
Yeah, can I ask you, can you switch to this slide where there are examples of debate questions?
Okay. Just no. I think I need. Okay, here.
Yes, I'd like to ask whether the first question, for example, is for the first group, the second question is for the second group.
No. Look, as I said, yeah, it will be randomly distributed. It means that on the first date, on the 8th of November, we have 3 possible topics. It doesn't mean that the first question for the first group. I use this randomizer, and I basically randomly distributed the topics. For instance, it can be the case that like first topic is the third group, like third topic for the first group, and etc. It doesn't mean that 1, 2, 3. It's like for the number of the group. It means that we have 3 topics. That's all.
Okay, thank you. Can I ask you also whether the questions will be distributed before the seminar or on?
I already basically talked about this, but let's repeat. It's like October 28th.
Mm-hmm.
So first, I prepare Google Forms for you to form the group. Then, no later than 27th, I do it today. Like you have 2 days to decide it who will be in your group. Then after that, the day next, I think in the evening, I basically use this randomizer, just basically randomly distributed the date and the topics. It's kind of fairness because randomizer doesn't care about the date, about the number of the topics, that's all.
And we should write you on your email about our group members, or
no, again, I send you email with a link to the Google Docs.
Okay, thanks. Okay, thanks.
When you can write all the name of the person of the groups in this Google Doc. And in this Google Docs, when I randomly distributed in the same Google Docs, we have special column for the topic for the debate and the date for the debate. And in the same Google Doc, you can see the topic of the debate and the date of the debate.
Okay, thanks.
And one more question about our seminar groups. So in that Google form, there will be a column for the group number, right?
Maybe let's do it with the time for seminars. As I understood that you don't know your number of the group, but you know the time of your seminars. Let's do it in like column for the time of the seminar, the date of the seminar, and the topic.
Okay, but we have the screenshot of your timetable, which you have shown to us. So now basically we know the number of our group.
But probably someone is still sleeping. Who knows? I mean,
okay.
And do not attend the election, so we have a problem. Okay, look, you have your, again, sorry, we're like 5 minutes late, but if it's okay for you, we just finished with, because I want for you to be clear about how your grade will be formed in this course, for you to understand like all questions now, because later we just have normal course, with the topics, and we didn't discuss this grading policy and something like that. In favor of you, I understand you're considering about fairness. In favor of you, the minimum grade for everybody is like 7 instead of 6. But 6 is still good. About the grading game, it doesn't mean that if you decided some people was bad, these people should get 7. It means that not everybody in groups can get, for instance, 9, 10, or 8. But more than one people in group can get 7. For instance, you may decide that the first group the first people get 8, and other people should get 7. Then it's okay situation. But it cannot be situation when you decide that 2 people should have 8. So like excellent grade should be ranked among the people. I hope it's clear. Okay, about this. You can form again, the group with the people from other commons, but I try to stick to the time of the seminar for the majority for the groups. It means that, for instance, if in your group are 3 people and 2 people from the group 1 and 1 people from the group 3, because of our time schedule, I try to distribute like the topic and the date, yeah, according, yeah, to the majority of the people in the group. So it means that the people in the group will have time for some date when this majority of the students have their seminars according to time schedule. Is it clear? So, I mean, be prepared that if you form group with people from other group, it can be that you need to debate not in the time of your normal seminar. I hope you understand that, like, for no questions.
Yes, we do. And we also understand that in case of some overpopulation in some group, the so-called mixed groups, they will be removed to other time.
No. Sorry, Yelena. I have a bad break. It means that it will be the same. Not. It will be the same idea about the ranking of the grade for the debate, but then I will decide in the same manner, and you colleagues will decide in the same manner. Look, here, yeah, and then my decision will be 60%, and decision of your colleagues will be 40%. It's like an example. Is it more? I download this in LMS. Actually, I'm really sorry. Like, we have 8 minutes past our lecture, so if some of you need to go. We just, if some of you have questions, we can stay. Good. If some questions we can say. Okay. One more questions for you. I understand that speaking in English language will be quite challengeable for you. Then it's like random. I mean, if like 50 group from one group, another 50 from another, it's random. It's like the same probability to be in the time of like for the first group and the same probability to be the time for the second group. Okay, language of the debates. If some of you feel that it's really hard for them to speak, yeah, in English, I understand this. I really understand. You can read perfectly, you can write perfectly. I know the language barrier. Yeah, it's normal. And because of this ranking of the grade, you feel, for instance, not because you cannot say anything, yeah, because of you feel this language barrier, maybe it can be for you not so advantageous, yeah, during the debates. We can do debates in Russian, but we can do only in this case is all people in 2 groups, like 4 and opposite groups, decided that this specific debate about these specific topics will be in Russian. Let's do it in this way. I make additional column language of the debate that everybody, like 2 groups, should write the preferable language of their debate. Because of this speaking in English, I feel that you may feel really challengeable, and because of the debate, because of the really hard topics, yeah, you may feel that you feel no so, freely to speak about these topics, yeah, like normal topics in English, because it's not English language class, yeah, we study here labor economics. We don't study English here. Yeah. So let's do it in this way. Like, we have column for 4 groups and for against group, and each group should decide it inside the groups what language is more preferable. And if like 4 groups and against group decided about Russian, we can change the language of the debate in Russian. It's like a present for you. Because I understand the debates in MS Teams with a distance, it can be quite difficult. Or, I mean, English is totally fine. I'm okay with English. I mean, I worry about you. Okay? It's like small present. Like all other course will be in English. Your term paper should be in English. It's only about speaking and language barriers. Okay. Is it okay for you, or we just like by default we use English? What is better for you? I mean, those who stayed and who care about this. This is the last question, and then of course you have like 10 minutes break already.
Maybe for somebody it will be a good, I know, present, as you have mentioned.
No, I mean, like, I understand. Okay, let's do it in this way. In Google Docs, 2 additional column, and then you write the language like English or Russian. And then based on the choosing of 2 commas, so it means that if 2 commas, like for and against choose Russian, then we change to Russian, okay?
And if one group has chosen English and the opposite one has chosen Russian, we stick to English, right?
Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
So I know that you have a group in Vkontakte. Please discuss it in your group and decide it, which is what language do you want for your debate. I hope you are basically mature people and you can decide it by yourself what is better for you. Sorry, I spent like 13 minutes for your break, but it's just like really crucial for you to understand what happened during the course. I know that you are worrying about grading policy, so I try to be clear in that. Yeah, and explain the rule from the beginning. So the rules do not change. One small exception for this lowest grade, like 7. Yeah. So like, again, yeah, more people than 1 can get 7, but only 1 people can get 10, 9, or 8. I hope it's clear. Any other questions about the grades, about structure, about the dates, about the deadlines, about whatever you want? Okay, if no other questions, then I prepare again Google Docs and send you a letter with the links. Okay, then thank you. Let's see when we have the next lecture based on your program office. And at least we meet on the first debate on the 8th of November. Nice to hear you at least.
Thank you.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you. Have a nice
Thank
day.
you. Goodbye.